Doctor, the CDC estimates that about 7 million Americans are immunocompromised. How important, then, was this decision by the CDC and the FDA?
Well, this is a really important decision that's come up today, and this is because we have this group of people, somewhere between 7 and 9 million Americans, about 3% of our population, who are immunocompromised. These are people who may have had organ transplants. They may be on some sort of a medication that will actually that will really tamp down their immunity. And they are, when they were able to get the vaccine, they didn't really mount an immune response that was sufficient to protect themselves against this virus. That's why right now both the FDA and the CDC are recommending that these people get an additional dose, which has been shown in studies to improve immune response in about a third to a half of the population.
Dr. Fauci says that eventually he thinks everybody will need a third dose. How do you agree with that, and how soon do you think that might be?
Well, I think Dr. Fauci is right. The situation is this. Right now, we're seeing a lot of breakthrough cases, but these breakthrough cases are just causing mild to moderate disease. You're not seeing severe disease, hospitalization, and death. And we have to remember that's what these vaccines were really tested against, all of these severe outcomes. Problem is, we're starting to see a lot of these cases where we're having breakthrough. People can still get infected and pass it on to other people. That's not enough to warrant a booster shot. What's going to warrant a booster shot is when we see real waning effectiveness of this vaccine from keeping people from severe disease and from hospitalization or death. We're not there yet, but when we are, that's when we're going to need a booster.
Let's go to Florida. Talk about Florida now. One of the highest case uptake rates, highest hospitalizations as well. In response, the governor says he is now going to open centers where you can go and get monoclonal antibody treatments to tamp the disease down. Let's hear what the governor says.
This is just one thing we're doing. We're going to be doing more, but I do think that this is probably the best thing that we can do to reduce the number of people that require hospitalization.
Doctor, is it?
What's going to reduce hospitalization are masks and getting as many people vaccinated as we can. That's what's really going to make a difference. Of course, monoclonal antibodies are terrific. We really want to be able to make monoclonal antibodies available to people who need them and as soon as possible. But what's going to stop this surge right away are mask mandates for indoor settings and getting as many shots in arms.
And to be clear, the monoclonal antibodies are not a preventive. You take them after you are positive with COVID, correct?
Absolutely. Monoclonal antibodies are for people who already have COVID. We want to stop people from getting COVID and from spreading COVID. And that's why we want masks and vaccines.
Dr. Anne Ramoyne, UCLA, thank you.